Hi, hi. Welcome to my first installment of Sips and Stamps. I'm so excited to get this started. First time for everything, right? Welcome. Let me know when you're there. This is new for me. I've never done a live like this. So I'm anxious for everyone to join me. Tonight we are using my favorite set out of that mini catalog, the Snailed bundle. Those of you that are in the Sips and Stamps class already have your bundle, but those of you that don't, here it is. Ooh. And if you don't have this, you can easily order it in time for the second installment of the class, which is on the third Monday of this month. But we will be using this exclusively tonight. So let me know you're here. I'll try to find my comments. That's always exciting. Hey Shelly, how are you tonight? So we'll just kind of wait till everybody gets there. As you are getting started, you're going to want your Big Shot tonight. You're going to want scissors, adhesive, have access to some coloring tools. I'm using Stampin' Blends. Some dimensionals would be good. And that might do it. Oh, a Memento black ink pad. That's the only ink that you're going to need. So those would be the supplies. Let me know when you join me so I know I've got all of my class participants. Of course, if you're not on with the live, you'll be able to catch this on Kathy's Stampin' World anytime. And if you would prefer, you can go to my YouTube channel, and it will be found there after this evening. So also, those of you that are registered for the class, you will be getting a PDF emailed to you of the cards after each session that we do them. So you'll be getting a PDF later tonight of the 2 cards that we're doing tonight, and then the next class in 2 weeks you'll get another PDF of the 2 cards that we'll be doing that night. So hello Tabitha. Hope everyone is staying warm tonight. I could not get up my driveway tonight. That was fun. Always fun. So I think just again some blends, Big Shot, your dimensionals, black ink pad, and adhesive, and some scissors should do it. So just before we get going, I wanted to highlight that the next Sips and Stamps class is going to feature this adorable set. If you are not registered yet for that class, oh, little glare there. It's the Hey Birthday Chick along with these dies. Oh my goodness, it's already on back order, but if you get registered soon, I'll be able to get yours in time for the class. All right, we're going to get started. Hopefully everybody else will be able to find us in time. All right, I don't want to wait around too much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you around here, and I'm going to show you the first card that we're going to start with tonight so you guys can get out the correct packets. I'm going to have to unlock this. There we go. And turn you guys around and see if I can get some more light on the subject. All right, this is always a trick. Okay, so hopefully, all right, welcome. I think we've got our class in there. And if you're not part of the class, you can certainly play along. And if you need to get the supplies, you know where you can get those. This set is just the cutest. So guys, you're going to want to grab your packet to create this card. This is your packet. It has a little snail on the front. Inside, you're going to have your Bermuda Bay. You're going to have your strips of DSP, a scrap of Bermuda Bay. You're going to have some Blushing Bride pieces. You have 2 pieces of your Whisper white. Well, it's now basic white. And then, oops, I have a bonus piece that goes to the other card tonight. All right, so you also have a square of the white and your cute little snail. All right, we are going to start out by stamping. So you're going to want to use your Memento black ink pad, okay, because I'm going to color in blends. Now, if you weren't going to color with blends, you could use the Stays on Black if you were going to color just with regular markers or chalks or, you know, whatever you have to color with. If you're going to use watercolors, don't use the Memento. Use that Stays On. So the first thing we're going to want to do, if I bring in this card, by the way, those of you that are registered for the class, I did send you pictures of these cards in your emails. So if you would like to have a close-up view while you're doing this, they're there for you. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to start by stamping this image right there. So go ahead and mount your mushroom. And then you're going to be cutting this out with the postage stamp, that's what I call it, die. So you're going to kind of want to eyeball so that you get this placed, you know, within the center of that. So I'm going to go ahead and get mine inked up. And add the image. Okay, and I'm going to turn it over because I got a smudge. Look at that. First stamping of the night. Go figure. Not quite sure how I did that. Okay, perfect. Now you'll notice I am not going to stamp the You Snailed It. Do not stamp the You Snailed It because you might cut it off. Now, if you're really, really good, go for it. You stamp it. You stamp away. But I told you so. Okay? Go ahead and add color to that tonight. And I'm just going to add with my blends. I am using the Real Red combo pack, the Daffodil. Nope, that's pineapple. Sorry. I'm using the Daffodil, and I'm using the Bermuda Bay. And then I did, because I wanted a color for the stem, I went and stole my Blushing Bride. So that would be in your Subtles pack of regular Stampin' Right markers. You could use a brown, you could use a green, you could use whatever your little heart desires. So I'm just going to add some color to this right now. So color away. What are you guys sipping on tonight? Because it is Sips and Stamps, you know. We're just going to go in, add this right here. Look at there. I love these. I know you guys do too. Hopefully people aren't having problems finding the class. I haven't scrolled down in a while. I could be, well, hello, Ornetta. Yes, Tabitha, I do think you better go get some wine to sip on. I agree. All right. Oh, I love red. I think that's the darker of the red, so I better leave a little there. You know, and these, just add color as you want. So this set, as I was making these cards, I was never happier when I was stamping than with this particular one. I think you guys will find that as you make these cards, you're going to be happy too. It just makes me smile. So This isn't real complicated coloring, obviously. That's what I like about it. Oops. And then gonna add a little Bermuda. Now, if I go too slow for you guys, by all means, let me know and I will speed it up. I know people that are just tuning in on Facebook. I am doing this as a class, so it's not going to be the quickest thing because we're supposed to be sipping and stamping. I will be honest, I have a little tea here. That's about all I have tonight. It's only Monday. So it wasn't a bad day yet, or bad week yet. I'm holding out hope that it will be very positive. All right. So I've got my image, and you guys, you know, you can always add more color later or finish it now or do whatever you want to do. I'm going to bring up my Big Shot, and I'm going to go ahead and oh, it's not a Big Shot, is it, anymore? It's the Stamp and Cut Emboss machine. Sorry about that. And I am going to take that postage size thing here, and I'm going to go ahead and run that through with my well-loved plate. And I've got it backwards, but that's okay. Did I move that? Yes, I did. I'm anxious for them to come out with that magnetic plate. Hopefully they're working on reviving that. All right. So, sorry, the paper's moving. We'll do it this way. There we go. Okay. So, out he comes, just like so. And now, feel free to stamp your "You Snailed It" saying up here in the corner. If you don't like that, there's a hello that comes in the set. You could use that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and put that right there. See what I mean? If we stamped it, we might have been off the page and off the square, and I didn't want to do that. All right. That's that was, you know, not so hard. If you want to get this ready to go, it's going to be mounted on the piece of the Blushing Bride. Oops. Have some people having trouble finding me. Yes. All right. Sorry. Okay. So here it is, and I'm just going to go ahead and add that. Now, if you want to be prepared, and since your Big Shot, or your Stamp and Cut Emboss machine is handy, go ahead, and what's so cool about this set, you're going to find there's lots and lots and lots and lots of cool things about it. But the die, this paper, the die coordinates perfectly with this little guy, as it does with this guy on this stamp. So you have options here. Tonight we're going to cut it out of the DSP, but if you didn't have any more DSP, you could stamp him and color him. But tonight we're just going to cut him out. So I'm going to cut that out real quick, and I'm actually going to just do it over here because you guys know how to cut with the machine. All right. I should have just cut him out ahead of time. I don't know what I was thinking, but oh, I'll make it while you guys go. All right. Oh, yay! They found us. Hey, Steph. Hey, Cindy. All right. So, guys, what we're doing this card right here. Those of you just found us. Okay? And we just cut out our cute little snail. You guys should have received an email Okay, and this will be ready to go for later. So now what we're going to do is we are going to make this, and you guys have been with me long enough. We've done an entire card with wider strips. Now all we're going to do is use the narrower strips to create just a little border. So what you're going to want to do, there are two thicknesses of the basic white in there. You want to take the thinner of the two. This is going to be our base for our strips. And you have more than you need as far as strips go. And what you want to do is just pick out your favorite one. Just pick your favorite one and make a long stripe of it in whichever direction you want it to go. So, oh, I'm liking him. He's cool. He's cute. So I'm going to use him as my first stripe. And it can be anywhere. So you don't want it to look exactly like mine, or maybe you do. I don't care. I know Tabitha's won't, so that's all right. So we're just going to go on, and I am going to add some adhesive, and I do use a good amount of adhesive because I want these to stay, and then just start piecing it together. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, leave just a little bit of space in between. Just like so. And then you can turn it and do different directions. And you don't have to use all the sides of the paper. You could use just 2, you could use 3, whatever you want. Right? And I think I might use just a little, yeah, we'll get that in a minute. We'll come back and get that little corner there. So as you go along, oops, glued it to my, a little extra. As you go along, you can trim it because you're going to use that extra paper to continue on with your background. So I'm just going to come in, trim it off, just like so. Scrolling down in case you need something. Then just come in and piece the pieces in. So like this little dude right here, I can come right in with that corner, liking that. So I'm going to put a little adhesive actually on the cardstock there, and that helps. And this is a great way to use your scraps. Because this paper, I am on my second pack of this paper. I use a little, here, little yellow corner. That looks good. Piece that right in there. Ta-da! What the heck? And you guys are probably faster than me. I'm just relaxing. Of course, tonight's a bachelor night. We all know that. I need more of that red, don't I? I think so. More. Just like color. I think we need to come back in, yeah, some more yellow, but I think I want to do that down here. What do you think? This way or this way? This way? Yeah. Anybody have any problems, any questions? Couple more strips and I've got it. So. Another yellow one, I think, don't you? Oops, wrong way. Put the adhesive on the strip, Kathy. Alright guys, I am down to my last snipping. Just like that, and then we'll insert, oh yes, we'll do this one. There we go. And now what you're going to do when you get finished with this is you're just going to layer. Now your PDF files, guys, will have all the dimensions on them, so you can duplicate these cards with other stamp sets or with this set as well. So you can get the supplies and so forth. And I don't know if I told most of you, I think, but your resin hearts that comes with your class was on back order, but I will get those to you before the next class when we use those. All right, so I've got this on here. All I have to do to finish off this card is layer away. Oops, that looks a little long. So. And then, you know, if you want it up here, if you want it here, I was going down here on the original. And then I did choose to use dimensionals behind my snail. That is a choice. I just like to pop things off just to give it a little more. And there you go. That is our card for tonight. So that's our first one. How we doing, guys? So, if you're not smiling because he's so cute, there's something wrong. You're not sipping the right thing. Okay, so for this next card, you're going to want to have a cutter, a paper cutter handy. So I'll give you a second to go grab that. We are going to use our Big Shot again, so you're going to want to have that. The dies that you're going to be using for this card are this one, this little guy, and the envelope. Now, you may want, if you're not using the liquid adhesive or the new Stamp and Seal adhesive that's really sticky, you may want to pull out some glue dots or some tear and tape. Just because when we seal the envelope, you don't want it popping open on your card. Okay? All right. In fact, I want some tear and tape because I also want to use that on the front of my card. I forgot about that. So, yeah, if you got some tear and tape, go grab it. If not, it's no big deal. It'll work. Okay, so the card that we are making is this cutie right here. This is a crisscross card. And this is the insert, of course, but if you look at it, you can see that it crisscrosses. Now, you guys have in your packets, you have 2 pieces of the real red, and it has been scored for you in half. So really, this is a sheet of red cardstock. You see that? Okay. Also in your packets, you should have the backing for the card, like so. In fact, let's go ahead and do this so we get it out of the way. Let's go ahead and mount this on top of here, and then just set that aside so we don't use this paper by mistake. Alrighty? And we'll just put that aside for now. Okay. Also in here, you have, oh, maybe I showed it in my other card. You have a strip. This is just a scrap that we're going to use for this little tab, which, by the way, I'll show you what the real use for this is, but we're using it for something else. And then you should have a scrap of the white, and then you have 2 triangles that have already been cut for you, and I don't think anybody has them the other way, but if you did, it's no big deal. Okay? Oh, you do. You have them the other way. You have them this way, I think. Most of you. This side and this side. And I'm doing the reverse, and that's fine. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We've got to make the crisscross first. So I am just going to set aside all of this gunk right now, okay? And you're going to need your paper cutter and your 2 pieces of the red. And you can do it with any kind of paper cutter. You could even do it with scissors if your little heart desired. You could draw on it with your pencil. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, if you can tell, I am going to slice a diagonal down on this. So I want to slice a diagonal down on this. So all I'm going to do is I am going to just place it on there and cut. All right. Just like that. So this one is going to fold like so. And then, because I want the other one to crisscross, I'm going to do it on the opposing side on there. So just make sure you got it going the right way. Okay. Now, if you had goofed and done them both the other way, we could make it work, because we would just lay them out and fold them. But that's what we're going to be doing to create the crisscross. Isn't that snazzy? Now you will need this scrap to create the extra little hearts. So just set those aside for right now. So you're going to take this, and I want you to attach this, the back of one, to the front of the other, so that we have one card. And this is where I'm going to probably use my tear and tape, or the liquid glue, or the Stamp and Seal, something that's really nice and sturdy to make sure that these don't come apart. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach those pieces right now. just going to put a little here and here because I don't want any flopping around. So I love these cards. These are easy to, you know, it just is something a little different, a little design here. So in every one of these Sips and Stamps class, I'm going to try and give you guys just a different fold or a different technique as we go along. I'm really excited about next month's class too. Those chicks are just so cute. By the way, the deadline for ordering that is the 20th of February. And honestly, if you know you want to do it and you haven't told me, sooner would be better, just because they're already on back order and I can order your stuff ahead of time. I'll be posting all the particulars tonight on the Facebook page. But remember, you're getting an extra 10% off on your bundle. So, okay, so I've got this all ready to go. And I am going to just go ahead and add some tear and tape along the bottom, just because I want it to stay closed as well. I'm going to take that like so. And this one over here. Now I'm not going to seal it just yet because I want to put the designer series paper on the front. And you're going to have an option then as to which piece you want on your fronts, because you can cross it this way, you can cross it this way. Nobody says which way you have to do it. All right. Okay, so you've got your two pieces of designer series paper, and we're just going to place them there. Now, if you want the other side, you can do that. I just, you know, whatever makes you happy. Right. I'm going to go ahead and put those on. Okay, is your workspace cluttered right now? Or is it just mine? Am I the only one with a cluttered workspace? I just work for a little bit and, you know, everything is everywhere. Okay. All right, so there's that one. And then this one. I do like this paper though. So now you got to decide, do you want the hearts out front or do you want the white? I chose the white because I want to put the red accent hearts on that. So that means on this one, because I have a different, I'm just going to cross it this way, which is fine. Okay. So, just peeling that off. Ugh. There we go. Just like so. Okay, hold on. No, are you? Oh, we're missing Kathy. She's, hello, Mom. Now my mom's on here. Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad yours is cluttered, Shelley. I'm trying to find Kathy. She's lost. Okay, hopefully she'll come back. All right, so is everybody this far? I'm hoping you are. Okay, so now we've got our piece right here, okay? What I want you to do next is I want you to take and I want you to stamp this little guy right here. So we're going to take this stamp right here, the Happy Mail enclosed, going to take this, a scrap of white, take your Memento black pad or your StazOn, whichever you're choosing, ink it up, and stamp it out. Now, this is just for Stephanie. Yes, you must fussy cut, but it is straight lines. It is straight lines. So all you're going to do is just give yourself a little bit of border. Yeah, so it's right here, just like this. This. Okay. So I've got mine trimmed out, but I wanted to show you this little stamp right here is designed to be able to pop this guy out. So that's what that's designed for, in case you were wondering. We're going to use it on this scrap here to make the tab for our insert. So what I would like for you to do right now is a couple of things. We've got this cut out. You're going to take and make your tab on your Big Shot. You're going to cut out your envelope on your Bermuda Bay piece. And with the remaining white, you're going to take the enclosure for the mail, this piece right here, and cut that out. So you're going to be cutting 3 things out right now. Okay? You're going to do that. So let's do that. Everybody take your Big Shot. Take care of that. All right. Shoot, you could probably get your other piece right here too, couldn't you? I didn't even have to do that. Okay. What I love, did you guys see this little guy? These are stitched. See how it's stitched? Oh, love that. Okay, so all of that should be cut out now. Boom. Get rid of this doohickey here. Whoops, that wasn't graceful at all. Okay, fold your envelope. Can't go wrong, it's scored for you. Okay, this is where I found that I like to use like a stronger adhesive or a glue dot right here. So I'm going to use a couple glue dots. If you have the liquid adhesive, I think that's a really good one to use during this, but I'm going to just go ahead and close that like so, and then do the same thing on top. Like this. So that I know my envelope won't come open. All right. The last thing you're going to do is you have not 1 but 2 hearts in your dies, and you're going to cut out 4 total hearts from your scrap paper. So go ahead and do that. I'm just going to lean right over here. I'm not going to bring it back over and do that for you guys. Cut out your 4 hearts. Everybody good? I'm not seeing anything. I was hoping Kathy would get here. Alright, so now all you got to do is use those hearts, put them on your card. I'm going to attach one to the top here, just like so. Cute, cute, cute. I did go ahead on this envelope and put a Stampin' Dimensional behind. Oh, I got two. Bonus. Like this. Just to give it depth. Okay. I have to get my adhesive remover. Then I attached this like so. And then I used, yeah, just like that. And then just use adhesive, good strong adhesive, because you don't want this going anywhere. Or just a lot of adhesive. Like this. Okay. Put your tab at the top. And then add your 3 hearts, or 2 or 1 or whatever you want in the bottom corner. I didn't cut all my hearts out, so, and there you have it. What do you guys think? Aw, Mom, thanks. I love when my mom gets on and compliments me. So guys, that's my first installment of Sips and Stamps. I hope you enjoyed it. I will tell you that I love these cards, but my favorite cards are the next two. So I can't wait to do those with you. Again, if you haven't already signed up for the Birthday Chicks class, please do so. Tell your friends. I'll have the stuff on the page. And if you're watching this on replay, by all means, if you have questions, let me know. I will get those PDFs out to you tonight so that you have more detailed instructions and you can start replicating these cards anytime you want. So until we are together again, let's see here how I can do this. And I'll flip myself. So until we are together again, thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Stay warm and safe.